that.
I'd like to see what they're doing with these slingshots.
Yes, that would be interesting.
We're just getting out now.
What are they firing at, Annie? Are they firing at targets?
Right, we're just, can you climb down here? Right, we're just climbing down and there's a whole line of people taking, well, as I said, slingshots.
Well, that's what you've got to do.
Yes, you've got to do that.
Hello? Hello? Can I have a go? Can I try? Can I try? What do you do? No, quickly, what do I do?
You've got to break the clue.
Yeah?
Take a slingshot at a target to break the clue. What sort of targets are they?
Oh, there's a, what am I, it's a vase on a fig tree, I think.
Something on a fig tree?
Something on a fig tree? A vase?
Okay. A vase? Well, break the vase and the clue should be inside.
Okay, and I just throw?
Yes.
Throw, and then
Hope you're a good shot.
Yeah. Right, hang on.
I think it's nearly impossible.
Like that! Very good, but can you do it for me? You try. Try and hit it. Be careful, I don't want a death on my hands. Oh, very good! Quickly!
Have you got the clue?
No, they're all taking shots. Can I just go and break it? Is that allowed in the clue?
Well,
Can you stop? Can you stop? Can I go and break myself?
Do whatever you can do to break the thing. Take a slingshot if you can, but otherwise just break it.
Right. I'm going to take my own kind of slingshot.
You're going to take her own kind of slingshot. The left hook.
Just so we're not really cheating.
Stamp on
There
it.
it is!
Got it? Got it?
Yes.
Right, read it to us, will you?
Right. In the cells where Frederick was charged with notes and his eyes were full of sand, look behind bars and dare we say, be sharp.
In the cells where Frederick was charged with notes and his eyes were full of sand, look behind bars and dare we say be sharp. That's Frederick Chopin, Georges Sand. They spent a winter in Majorca at a place called Valdemosa.
Adios. Adios.
Do you want her to go back to the helicopter?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
And here's Valdemosa. This is where they want to go. Look up Valdemosa. In the cells where Frederick was charged with notes and his eyes were full of sand, look behind bars and dare we say be sharp. There's probably something else.
There's a
about
monastery there,
Valdemosa,
isn't there, as well? Valdemosa.
Right.
There's dozens of places on that.
Just getting in.
Can you head towards Valdemosa, please, Annie?
Valdemosa, right.
Yes, please. The village
George
is that
Sand,
rather big.
Scott Chopin. At
Valdemosa.
Yes, please.
Okay?
Here lived during the winter of 1838 the celebrated novelist Georges Sand, accompanied by son and daughter, and the famous musician Chopin.
So Valdemosa?
Now, his eyes were full of sand. Look behind bars.
Yes.
Well, those are the places where they live. This is the place where they live. You've got to find the actual place where they live.
Cells.
Have you got the place where they actually lived?
Hold on, let's have a quick look.
Right.
Chopin was a very sick man, and Georges Sand, who was his girlfriend, persuaded him to go to Majorca for the winter.
Pardon?
And this is where they lived. And as far as I could remember, it didn't get rain the whole time.
Valdemosa. Well, I'll have to go. There's a lot in here about it. 33.
Absolutely stunning, and there's a hole in the rock. It's the most beautiful rock. Now, hello?
Yes?
Valdemosa? What is that?
What is Valdemosa?
Yeah.
Well, we're just trying to tell you something about it now. Here, have a look more. Here's the whole thing about Valdemosa.
Ah, that'll do.
And I'll look into this one.
Let me have a quick find the rest of those.
Oh,
Valdemosa.
this is stunning. The rock formation around this
it's-
bay is just absolutely beautiful. There's a complete ring of rock there.
Have you found anything
What
about
you
him?
actually want to find out is where he
Where
did
he
his
lives.
composing, I think.
Right. Valdemosa.
Valdemosa.
Mosa. Isn't that a monastery?
There is a monastery there, yes.
But you know,
That's all I know
but
about
I don't know whether-
I think it's a very famous
Ah.
monastery.
I
You
don't
can
know
see
whether
it,
we're
can
going
you?
to the monastery yet.
you can see that you're going towards the right place anyway.
Please.
You're going towards Valdemosa now, are you?
Yes, we are.
Good.
Just skimming right along the coast.
Valdemosa
This is
just
where I'm
now.
sort of shot 59. Hello.
Valdemosa.
Right.
81, 84.
You had a thing about Valdemosa just
You
now,
had
didn't
a
you?
Valdemosa.
Didn't hear that.
81, 84.
You had a...
Patrick. Hello, is anyone in the studio at all?
Yes, we're...
Oh,
yes,
hi.
you...
Hi, nice to talk to you.
Lovely. Well, where are you?
We're just going along the coast on the way to Valdemosa. When we get there, monastery.
Well, is it? I think it must be the monastery.
Here we are, yes, it is the monastery of Valdemosa.
Cartusia, it says
Over 3 years after the departure of the monks,
Right, right. It
the
is the
cells were
monastery.
rented by George Sand. That presumably accounts for the baths. Yes.
Oh, George Sands, right, okay.
So we land at the monastery, please.
The famous musician Chopin composed here some of his well-known preludes.
So is that Frederick Chopin?
Do you
Yes.
think that
Right,
relates
so
to
we're
the
looking
cells,
for Chopin,
Kenneth, behind bars?
whose friend, of course,
Because
is
there are
George
cells in
Sand.
the monastery.
Yeah, very
I
likely.
think you've got to look...
Behind bars.
Annie,
Yeah,
I think you've got to look in the cells when you get there.
look in the cells.
Yes, please. Behind bars.
Oh, I see, right, okay. Well, I think we'll be there any minute now. Maybe about a minute.
B sharp. That's,
Well, you will find
not a
a place
pub,
where... Annie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
When you get to this place, try and find out where Chopin actually composed his music.
Yeah, there's probably a room or something
And
where...
I dare say B sharp is probably a reference to a piano where he actually did the work.
Right, okay.
At the time, the owner could provide little in the way of alternative accommodation. So it was 3 cells.
Set of
A set
three
of 3
cells
cells were rented by him.
Sorry?
Sounds as you've got it all well under control there.
Well, I hope we have.
There's a set of 3 cells that were rented by George Sand, where
Good.
Chopin, George Sand and his wife stayed.
Lovely.
So
Okay.
it's one of those 3 cells.
So as we're coming down now, I think this must be the monastery ahead.
Kenneth is quite
there is a-
right, Andy. There is a piano.
There is a piano,
Yes, there's
right.
a piano in the cells with a statue of, or a bust of Chopin on top.
Wonderful, okay, a bust of Chopin. Okay, Ignacio, can we land? Thank you. I see, yep, over there. There we are. Oh, it's lovely,
book on
beautiful
that,
building.
Yeah, I think we found the room with the cell.
Well, probably just maybe need more detail.
Yeah,
Yes,
but-
how are you doing?
Oh, it's lovely. We're flying over the building now. Ignacio is just zooming into his landing position.
It's quite a famous room, Andy. You shouldn't have any trouble finding it.
No, I'll ask as soon as I get there. As I say, we're just circling around. It's a very pretty little town.
Yes.
And that's the monastery in the centre, I presume, with the church. And Ignacio is circling around, but just looking for somewhere to land.
Yes,
Slight problem.
it looks as though it's nested in the middle of the hills, is it?
Yes, it's got hills around it, all the terraces on the hills,
Yes, it looks lovely.
with all the crops they're growing. It's really beautiful. I must say the
Nice
local
picture there,
Spanish
Mike.
wine is pretty
Where
okay.
we're going.
The local Spanish wine?
Yes.
You're not drinking wine now, are you?
Sorry, getting carried away.
Honestly, you're making it even...
It's been quite a main feature of our stay here, so
You're making us even more jealous.
it is very good. The
There's a
76.
big
What was
section
it we
about
had
it
last
here.
night?
What with the
Rock, yeah.
wine and the sunshine?
Your
But it's got...
piano is by Chopin.
I should think it's on the piano.
Cell number
Rioja,
2.
Rioja,
See,
1976
I think this is where the
Rioja.
B sharp
That's
comes in.
where it
B
starts,
sharp on the piano.
like
You'll probably
this,
find
right.
the flu on the B
Yes,
sharp.
well, enough of the wine. Find the cells.
Find the shells and the piano and the B sharp on the piano.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's where the clue is. On the
Yeah, and the B sharp.
Okay, right.
Yeah, watch it. Buenos dias. Now, do you speak English? English. Which is the monastery? Monastery. Up here. Thank you. Up. The monastery's up here. Right, we're just running up the hill. I just don't know where the monastery is. I think it...
You're very close to it. Is it a long run?
Which is the monastery? Monastery? Patrimonio Municipal.
It's called the Cartusia.
This is it, isn't it?
I
I would think that this is the monastery here. It said.
think, yeah. We're running through the monastery gardens. Chopin!
Have you found it?
Where does Chopin write? Up here, can you show me?
It's got a large
In here,
tower on it,
Chopin.
Danny. You should be able to see it.
Where?
I think she's there.
Pardon? Whereabouts? In here? This is the loo. In here?
You're looking for some cells.
You're looking for the cell.
3 cells.
The cells.
Yes, and one with a piano in, and you'll probably find the clue on the B sharp.
Well, I don't know. She'll find it on that piano
Right, we're in
somewhere,
the
but
sort of-
without a doubt, won't she?
I
Church.
should think so.
I'm just running through. Excuse me. Chopin. You're pointing that way. You're pointing that way. Chopin.
Pointing in different
Can
directions.
you show me? Chopin. I want Chopin. Right.
Are you there, Annie?
Find...
This is Chopin. No, Chopin.
Here is the pharmacy from the 17th century.
Yeah, lovely.
After Chopin.
Find
Well, where
anybody
does
who
he
can tell
write?
you
Where's
anything.
his piano.
There.
This way. That's very interesting, but I'm... Right. I was just showing the chemist or the pharmacy.
You've got somebody who can actually help you now,
Yeah,
have you?
It's just that they thought the pharmacy was more interesting. Which is Chopin's room. Here. Festival Chopin. Chopin, the piano. Here. Oh, here's the bust of Chopin.
I'm looking up now.
Yes.
Look, I'm looking to see whether I can find. Have you found? You found
Yes,
the
we're
place?
here. Oh, I found the clue.
Find the clue.
Yeah. The clock.
Stop the
Yeah.
clock. Don't read the clue. We'll take another
Well
break
done,
here.
Annie.
Well done. Thank you,
My
Annie.
good Lou. That's won you another £200. Join us again in a few moments to see if we can complete the course.